The Internal Auditor General at the Ministry of Finance, Dr. Fixon Akonye, appeared before members of Parliament on the Finance Committee to respond to queries about over 400 billion shillings in domestic arrears that is unaccounted for. After two invitations, members of Parliament threatened to stop business after Dr. Akonye failed to appear for the sessions. But today, he showed up.
I had taken my annual leave, and I have evidence here that I was on leave, Honorable Chair.
The 400 billion shillings is part of a 2.1 trillion shillings audited by external audit firm Ernst and Young. It was Finance State Minister David Bahati who first revealed to the MPs that there was insufficient supporting documentation for the 400 billion shillings.
Great concern for us because if somebody supplied you, you should have a delivery note, you should have an invoice, you should have all this information, you should have a contract. So if a figure like 400 billion is doubtful, we just became concerned about this.
This caused members of Parliament to cast doubt on the accuracy of the domestic debt arrears. Fresh data by Internal Auditor General shows that Uganda's domestic debt arrears had increased from 2.5 trillion to 3.9 trillion shillings as of November 2019.
If you say Ernst and Young is adding value to you, by implication, this general is doing nothing. He's not adding value.
Chair and members, the consultant is not necessarily doing my work. My work is not just about domestic areas.
Whenever we go outside, we get a discrepancy from your figures and the figures the private auditors have ascertained.
A number of accounting officers objected to the findings of the consultant. And I want to state from here that the consultants, as far as I'm concerned, are not auditing.
But the arrears haven't cut down on the government appetite for borrowing. This has led to a loan request for $600 million, or approximately 2 trillion shillings, which is before Parliament. The funds are required for a supplementary budget.
We should look at the bigger picture. What's our debt sustainability situation? Is it sustainable or not? We now stand at 36% debt to GDP. Kenya stands at 60%. Rwanda stands at almost 70%. Yes, and that's an international standard. So, Mr. Chairman, the situation of our debt is under control.
The Ministry of Finance has also been presenting particulars of the budget framework paper for the next financial year 2020-21 to the same committee. JACKSON ONYANGO, NTV.
777 billion.